Hi there, friends and family. Happy to be back with you for our next video where we are continuing our talk about friendship. In the last video, I stopped where I was telling you about my friend, Mrs. Julie Williams. And we were friends from our early 20s when we started teaching at foundation school. All right, so I go on now telling you about another friend, a journeyer. Her name is Mrs. Jennifer Payne Allen. So I'm reading the prayer letter to the three J's. Then the three J's turn to six J's. So I say, Dear Jenny, you have always been a very warm, positive, and encouraging person over the years. You were never sparing in your words of appreciation. As sisters attending the same local church, I think you have certainly understood and appreciated my ministry to the church family as I walked through the valley. After each message, I had the opportunity to share in my function as an elder. You were always on hand with a very positive word. Very often, you said after a message, God is really using you. Your comments were very instrumental in helping me maintain my focus and keep to the task, despite internal urges to at times to do otherwise. Of you, it could never be said that you could not see the forest for the trees. You were truly an encourager. May the Lord bless you for executing your divine assignment in my life. And I have an additional note here written September 20, 2010. So I have here Jennifer, true to form, gave me a note on the completion of the theme talk I did for our Sabbath School September 19. The title was Improving Your Praise. She slipped the note in my hand as I left the platform. I smiled, remembering what I had written about her 2 days earlier. Her note said, Happy Sabbath, Nola. That was a magnificent presentation, very deep and reassuring. And I said, Jennifer, I appreciate your sincerity and I take up the challenge to aim for excellence. And what I would have here is that when our friends out of their hearts say good things to us, it is not about boosting us up, or it is not about our feelings. I'm you going to use this expression, self-aggrandize. Not in the least bit. There are times that people say wonderful things to us. You know what? But they say them when we can't hear them. And certainly, what sense does that make? I think sincerity is important. And if you can't be sincere, then you shouldn't say anything. All right, I have here, and there's another editing note. No, April 6, 2017. Even here now in Atlanta, Jennifer and I have remained in contact, and she is always very positive, and her words are consistently encouraging. She is not sparing in expressing her conviction that God is using me in ways that I may not even understand. Thank God for such a woman of faith and positivity. Then the last year was a lady called Janice Candy Brown. And so I say to her, Dear Janice, we do not talk face to face that often. However, you have been quite an encourager as we have communicated over the net. I appreciate the notes and cards which you sent. Despite your own challenges, you were always able to look outside of yourself and offer support and love to others. May God bless you richly and fulfill your dreams according to His will. All right, there are just two paragraphs to complete this note, so I'm going to do that. So I have another editing note here, May 27, 2019, where I say, I connect this letter with Women Mentoring Women. So I had another prayer letter called Women Mentoring Women. I'm extremely glad that I took the time to document the spiritual currency these women all gave to add to the wealth of my journey. As women, in our relationship with other women, we are called upon to raise the standard. We must debunk the notions or myths that at times surround female relationships. In Christ, we can be loving, caring, supportive, and non judgmental. There is never a need for professional or spiritual jealousy. A woman can share and give to another woman in a way that a man could never do. Women Ministries is about empowering women to be the best they can be with the gifts and talents God has seen fit to bestow on them. There are other women beyond the 5Js who have been very positive, supporting and encouraging to me in various ways in my spiritual journey. Encouragement and support are not always in words, but also in actions. Both methods of communication work well. These women include, and I have a barrifle of names here, so let me just quick this. Aristine Samuel, Francis Merritt, Pam Nurse, Beverly Walters, Donna Green, Evelyn, Ruth Butler, my sister-in-law, um, Pat Barrow, my aunt Celeste Poor, and my church sister Harriet Yearwood. Harriet is a quiet person. However, her very kind action of giving me a magic bullet many years ago spoke volumes. It was my intention to purchase one to assist in my lifestyle change. How could she have known my desires? I think she followed the Spirit's lead. My Aunt Celeste is also very quiet, but her actions of loading me with green life giving goodies from her garden is certainly appreciated. Pat Barrow, I like to call her my adopted sister, is sometimes reserved, but she's a very tactful and thoughtful woman of God and has been very supportive in the mopping up of the manuscript. The list could go on to include others overseas who are mentioned in the prayer letter input from others. And one of those persons would be Terry Moore. All in all, women really need to pull together. As one of the elders at my church in Barbados always says, today is mine, tomorrow is yours. We may not know what tomorrow holds, but we can hold one another's hands in loving support until we all make it home safely. That brings us to the end of this letter and this video. Right, the next video I'm going to share with you another letter. I'm quite run over my time, but I'm going to leave it. When you're tired, just stop listening. Right, the next letter has to do with a letter which I wrote to God. All right, thanks for being patient. And if you stay to the end, thanks for staying. You can come back, or did I run you away? I hope not. God bless you. You have a wonderful day. Take care.